All right, so let's react to this first video. This video, it's kind of like getting like I guess viral in a sense. It's very heavily viewed, and there are a few people talking about it. So I figured let's talk about it as well. We're gonna watch it one time and then break it down the second.
I'm a mom of 7, and I'm 33.
Okay.
With being a mom of 7, do you think that a woman of multiple children is still capable of finding someone?
First, let me ask you before I make the statement. Do the kids have the same father?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, so this is a little, hold on. We're talking about 7 children, okay? This is no offense to you because it's absolutely possible for you to find a quality man. What makes it a tad bit difficult is that you have to find a man who has the financial footing to take care of you and 7 children. And then you also have to be able to find a man who is going to be willing to come in and create structure in that household. 7 children on one person is a lot to create structure in. So there's a lot that this man is going to have to come in and do. On top of that, creating a secure space for you when you have to be a mother and you have to take care of the majority of the things that happen in a house. Are you going to have the ability to be able to love this man in a way that he needs to be loved, in a way that registers as love to him when you have to love 7 other individuals? You're going to need a man who can love those children as his own.
Yep.
That is a huge responsibility to put on a person who does not have those children. Those are not his kids.
Right.
But if I were you, no disrespect, I'll try to work it out with the father.
No, hear me out. Hold on.
Okay, so let's break it down. This insanity.
I'm a mom of 7, and I'm 33.
Okay.
With being
A mom of 7 kids, right? It is, that's insanity to me. You have 7 kids and you're back on the dating market is absolutely crazy. This is the thing where women don't understand. You chose so poorly, and yet you continue to make the mistake over and over again. This is the thing, right? Women don't understand. This is the problem with a lot of women, that you don't understand the magnitude of having children. So this is the thing. You are bringing the weight of 7 kids, not just yourself, into a new relationship with another man. What do you think? What type of man you think you are going to attract? Usually, majority of the time, you will attract the users. The men that will, you know what? I'm not taking this woman seriously. I'm just going to use her for her bodies and any other resources I can use. Do you think good men, and smart good men is going to see that, okay, wow, this is something I want to get into. I'm not just taking care of her. I'm going to have to contribute to take care of 7 other kids. 7 kids that are not mine. The insanity, right? The entitlement of women. Thinking that, okay, that's a good thing.
of 7, do you think that a woman of multiple children is still capable of finding someone?
First, let me ask you before I make...
This is the thing, right? I've said this before, and I'll say it again. There will always be men out there. Always, right? Men out there that will want you, right? Whether you're fat, skinny, ugly, pretty, old, young, a lot of kids, no kids, right? There will always be men out there, okay? This is the thing. Will there be good men out there for you, okay? 2, will there be men that you want out there for you? As women add like red flags onto themselves, that pool gets smaller and smaller. That's the problem that they don't understand. This is the situation that they're putting themselves in. Okay? That they put themselves into a smaller dating pool.
Statement. Do the kids have the same father?
Yes, they do.
Okay, well that's a good thing. That's a good
I don't know. See, that's the thing, right? I'm so mixed on that. Is that a good thing? Is that a good thing, right? Because yes, on the flip side is that 7 kids by multiple men that's definitely not a good thing, right? That's not a good thing. But look at this on the flip side. This is where I go into no side is good. There's absolutely no good side to this. Because imagine this. You thought it was logical. You thought it was good to give this man 7 children. 7 children. And yet you still left him. Okay? This is the thing where, let's say this. Right? Hypothetically, he's a toxic man. Women always say. He's narcissistic. He's abusive. He's just a terrible man. Okay, yeah. Did you just found that out after the 7th child? Right? The insanity. You went through all this, the time, the years you spent with a man. And you found out he's a terrible man after giving him 7 children. That's a red flag. That's not a good thing. That's really not a good thing. That says a lot about you. Okay? So that definitely is not a good thing.
Okay. So this is a little, hold on. We're talking about 7 children. Okay? This is no offense to you because it's absolutely possible for you to find a quality man.
Is it? It's possible? Is it probable? That's the thing. Is it probable? Right? This is the thing where women are making it, they're easing other women in, right? When they give the answers, they're easing them. I'll say, yeah, it's possible. It's not probable. Because this is the thing where you don't understand. You are such a big red flag. Okay? And this is surface level, right? There's not, who knows if her personality is that great? Right? Who knows if other traits are that, you know, are up to par? But you're already bringing 7 kids, not just you, into this next relationship. Insanity.
Makes it a tad bit difficult is that you have to find a man who has the financial footing to take care of you and 7 children. And then you also have to be able to find a man who is going to be willing to come in and create structure in that household. 7 children on one person is a lot to create structure in. So there's a lot that this man is going to have.
Yes, imagine this. Yes, how is he going to control a household that he didn't build, right? How is he going to really contribute? How is he going to really take the reins of a household he didn't build? 7 kids, none of them are his. So really. I mean, like, if he was lucky as these kids were good and they would listen to him, but I mean, that don't mean that don't mean that it will be easy. And that's if it was lucky.
To come in and do. On top of that, creating a secure space for you when you have to be a mother and you have to take care of majority of the things that happen in a house. Are you going to have the ability to be able to love this man in a way that he needs to be loved, in a way that registers as love to him when you have to love 7 other individuals? You're going to need a man who can love those children as his own.
And that's also something she said, right? Imagine that. I've dated women who had, I don't know, 2 kids, and she gave me practically 0 time for us. She had almost 0 time for me. So imagine a woman that had 7 kids. That's why I'm saying I cannot believe a good man will want to jump into that. Because here it's already hard for a single mom to make time for a man that's adequate, right? Imagine that if she had 7 kids, she will have no time for you. And then she will expect you to make time for her. That's insanity.
Yep. That is a huge responsibility to put on a person who does not have those children. Those are not his kids. Right. But If I were you, no disrespect, I'll try to work it out with the father.
No.
See, that's insanity right there. I can't wait. I wanted to get to that point. This is the insanity. The insanity that you gave this man 7 kids. Who knows how many years you gave him with him, right? But you gave him 7 kids and a good chunk of your life with him. And yet, you think that he's... I mean, they're not going into detail, but you don't think he's good enough to work it out with. Whatever the cause is. Whatever the case is. It don't matter what the case is. You gave him 7 kids. You willingly gave birth to this man's children 7 times. The insanity that, wow. So you picked such a terrible man that you don't want to be with. Yet, you were idiotic enough to give him 7 kids. I can never understand women. Here's the thing where I want to talk about too, where like how women bash the men that they gave kids to. Right? And you think that's a good thing? Right? You think it's a good thing that you don't want this man back. Giving him 7 kids. I can't think of whatever reason, right? That you don't want him back after giving him 7 kids. After giving him children. Just like other women who bash their baby fathers. You chose that man. No one forced you. No one forced you to get with him. No one forced you to have sex with him. No one especially forced you to give him children. No one especially forced you, okay, to let him finish in you. To let him go raw in you. You willingly did it. So it doesn't paint a good light that something you willingly did, and now you what? He's a deadbeat. He's a terrible man. He's a narcissist. He's an abuser. He's a liar. He's a cheater. Okay, but you gave him children. This is the thing women don't understand. Children is the most valuable thing a woman can give a man. That's number one thing a woman can give a man. Right? And yet you gave it to a man that's crappy, that's abusive, that's a liar, that's a cheater. You gave it to him. So you valued him enough to give him the most precious thing you can give a man. That doesn't bode well for you. That doesn't speak highly of you. Women don't understand that. And I want men to see that that's a red flag. That is an absolute red flag, and that's a testament to her character that men need to understand. So yeah, I think it's ridiculous. So the absolute insanity of women.